there's about to be a brand new person doing stand-up comedy for the first time. That would be wild if there wasn't, huh? If I just tricked you into clapping? No. So, so I'm so excited to have what I think is our number 40 first-timer. Oh! My records are not spotless, so it could be like anywhere between 38 and 42. But I'm so excited to have her here. Please give a warm welcome to Helena Panting.
I have a black eye. That's because I have a concussion right now. So this is okay. You can laugh. I'm going to talk about it for the next 10 minutes. So the way it happened, it was on Tuesday. I went out to go get groceries because it sucked out, and I was in the Sobeys parking lot, and I stare off in his face for just a little bit too long, and the car door just comes back and smacks me across the face. So I sure do hope the other 6 people in the Sobeys parking lot found that as funny as it is. So then I went to the ER. The day after, and so the woman doing the intake, she reads off my stuff and she goes, "Oh, are you Karen? Like, are you related to Karen? Because my grandmother." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "How's she doing?" And I'm like, "She's fine, because my grandfather also was in the ER." So I don't think telling somebody as small talk that their ex-coworker's husband is dying, it's okay, you can laugh about this, I'm about to joke about it, because he's been saying it for 30 years. It gets concerning when you're like a little kid and your grandpa's like, "I'm gonna die soon, the doctors can't fix me." And then by the time you're like 20 and he's been doing this since before you were born, you're like, David, you've been saying this for 30 years. Either die or don't. Make up your mind. His choice. Like a joke that that me and my friend do is like, the heat death of the sun's gonna happen. He's gonna be standing there, just floating in space. Like, well, the doctors definitely aren't gonna be able to fix me now. And yeah. Having a concussion's really great because I already have autism and so I'm not always there all the time. And so I was at the Tim Hortons in the hospital, and I was trying to order something, can I get the stack burger? And the one behind the counter is like, "Oh, we don't carry that." And there's a big picture of it behind her. And I'm like, "Oh, can I get the chicken wraps?" Like, "We don't have that either." So you're not allowed to order food at the Tim Hortons in the hospital. My bad for trying. Yeah, so that's been great. I'm not allowed to look at screens for the next few hours, which I've already broken because last night I got a text from my dad that I answered and then forgot I was supposed to have my weird migraine mask on. I was talking to friends at the time, and I go, "Hey, do you guys know they're selling a photo of JFK on Facebook Marketplace for $20? And everybody's reaction was not the reaction I was hoping for, which was, "That's so cool, you should buy it." It was, "You should put your migraine mask back on." So, everybody in my life hates fun. And they won't let me buy the $20 framed photo of JFK. I don't know how big it is, but it's $3, and that's such a small price to have a photo of one of the American presidents. I don't remember the name. Yeah, so I don't know, it's not often that an entire set kind of hits you in the head with its car door. Because I was originally going to do a set about my living situation, which is also really funny. I currently live in a rich people house because I'm house sitting, and there's they have these 2 of the worst trained chihuahuas I've ever dealt with. They're not entirely house trained. You don't think chihuahuas can shit that much, but they, oh my god, they can. Yeah, no. I've been calling it living in Piscastle with Count Shigula. I haven't come up with the other one's actually a sweetheart. The other one just, you can't look at him for too long, or touch him, or reach over him, or accidentally sit on him because he he buries himself under all of the blankets on the couch, and then when you jump on top of him, because you don't realize that he's on the couch, he like tries to bite you like it's like you knew he was there and you did that on purpose. Like it's your fault for being small. Stop doing that. Just get bigger. It's not that hard. They also really picky eaters. So like there've been times when I've made them like fish broth and like I've served it to them and I put their food in it and they'll just like they'll be like, yay, yay, dinner, I love dinner, and I'll put it down and they're like this isn't dinner. I want whatever you're having, and whatever I'm having is usually part of whatever they're having, except seasoned. And so you're trying to eat dinner at the table with this like small little like beady-eyed creature's like, yay, I want some of this, please. You have it right there. It's right there. He's got to turn around there, buddy. So that's kind of how my luck works out. Like I'm getting these really interesting opportunities, and they just turn out to be like watching over the 2 worst dogs you ever dealt with. Or again, like trying to go out and get groceries and then getting hit in the head with a car door. Because bad things will happen to me, but then they'll like wind up like with a really easy solution. So again, the ER was like dead, which was really good because I was in and out 4 hours. It's kind of like how it's kind of like I was losing my wallet for like a week, and then I found it under the snow under where I usually park, so I've just been running over my wallet with a car for a week. This is not a joke. This is the wallet I've been running over with a car for a week. I've had it since I was 13 years old. I spent like $10 on the Sci-Fi on the Rock, and it's done a lot of good for me. Yeah. That would have been funny. I don't know, they say they need more women in slapstick, but I'm right here. I get to go back to the car door. It's like after everything happened, I did continue getting groceries. Getting the groceries out of the car also was funny, because so I had one shopping bag, because I'm one person, I don't need a whole lot of things, and I'm currently like eating my way through all the food in the fridge, because I'm not getting paid for this, I might as well eat all the things I have in my fridge. So I had like a shopping bag, and I go to pull it out of the back seat, and one of the straps snaps, and I go, okay, great, and I try to get the other one, that also snaps, great. So then I'm carrying my shopping bag with two hands, and then I stand on like my stupid pants, because I'm a big fan of harem pants, and then I fall backwards into the snow. And then when I try to get back up, I step on my pants again and go forwards. Whenever slapstick comedy happens, nobody's watching, which sucks, because it's hilarious. I get injured a lot, and it's really funny, and nobody ever sees it happen. Yeah. Why was that funny? That was just a mouth noise I made. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's interesting, just like being an adult is weird, because like the whole point of that trip was to go out and get the good mayonnaise. I got it, but injured myself a bunch in the process. I did make deviled eggs. I also might be allergic to eggs, but we're not dealing with that one. I'm allergic to a lot of things. I'm allergic to a lot more things, because I'll occasionally be like, hey, so this food does this thing, and my friends are like, no. Like I was on a camping trip a couple years ago, and we were walking, and I turned to my friend and I go, I love onions. I love eating raw onions, because the crunch is just so good. But it just makes your mouth so like numb and itchy, and you're like kind of clammy. And then my friend who's in the audience right now, hi Corbin, was no part of that sentence was right. So I can't eat raw onions, and I thought that was just part of the onion thing, kind of like pineapple. And then I told that to another person, and they went, pineapple isn't supposed to make you clammy either. So I also tried to talk to my doctor about this, hey, can you send me in for allergy testing, because I think something might be wrong with me. And she goes, just start writing down what happens to you when you eat random foods, and then maybe we'll talk to an allergist. What do you mean maybe? It's like when I tried to email one of my professors about my concussion, hey, can I get an extension? And she just said no. Girl, that's my brain. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, sure, I'll just power through. I'll knit this entire hat. It'll make me very dizzy, but I didn't, so we're just gonna see how that happens. Yeah, so my life is like a big kind of like domino effect of something really funny happening. Because if something bad happens to you and you phrase it as the funniest thing that's ever happened to anyone ever, nothing bad's ever truly happened to you. Yeah. Wisdom. This is why I'm not getting my wisdom teeth removed. I'm too wise. I can't lose that. Thank you for laughing at the fact that my wisdom teeth are never coming out of my face. I apparently have 3 of them. Because I was at the dentist and I saw and I was like, oh cool, I don't have any wisdom teeth. And she goes, no, that's the only X-ray that doesn't have wisdom teeth. Sorry, buddy. Well, we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. And I can't think of any more funny things to say. So, thanks.